Alright, me again. It's August 6th, and that means a couple things. It means it's almost time for back to school. It's almost time for pumpkin spice. And it's time to put out some trail cams here for deer season. So, we're out here in the outskirts of Lambton County. And it's really windy. This field is actually cut. I was really worried about bugs, but there's zero. So this is actually a perfect day to kind of go bushwhacking. I'm just on the field edge right now, but we're gonna scout this out a little bit. I'm gonna try and show you guys. I found a deer bed here 2 or 3 months ago. No, yeah, mid-May. I'm gonna try and bump that one more time now. I'm gonna try and be a little more quiet here. Alright, they should be right in here. Alright, I just walked basically into where I last saw them bedding down. And I didn't see anything, so either they ran right around me or straight into the bush, because it's thick right now. But on the plus side, there was lots of sign around here. Tracks, scrapes, everything. So there's a trail up here. We're gonna put our camera and salt lick on there. I'm gonna show you how you should set that up. All right, let me walk over there. All right, I think we found our spot that we're gonna use for this area anyway. So you can see that tree right there. I'm gonna use a self climber to go up that tree. So it's nice and straight, no branches up until, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet up, and that's fine. I wouldn't go any smaller than that. It's probably about 12 inches in diameter to where I'm gonna stop. And that's lots, that's just a safety margin. But the reason I like that tree is from where I'm standing. Hang on, that one right there. I'm standing on a path. It's hard to see in the summertime. I'm gonna look back this way, that's a little bit better. There we go. So animals definitely walk down there. And then there's another path up here. There's another path up here, right here. Right there. And then here's kind of another one. Right here, hang on. I don't think deer will use that one, but that might be rabbits, turkeys, whatever. So yeah, we got a nice tree. We got some paths, some game trails intersecting here. Kind of a flat spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up our salt block and trail cam right here. I'm just going to get my salt lick, or mineral lick, whatever you want to call it. I left it back here. I didn't want to carry it all the way until I found a spot I liked, so I just dropped it down here. But as you can see, yeah, there it is. We'll go get it. As you can see, this trail is very easy to walk on. There's some sign right here, tracks. What else? I saw something else over there. Droppings. So it may not look like much, but deer definitely use this. This is a pretty high traffic area. All right, so I brought a saw with me, as you should do. I don't go crazy with cutting stuff down. I just kind of clean up the trail a little bit and then make this a nice open area for deer to easily access the salt lick. But I want to put the salt lick over there. I'll show you that spot. The camera right now is just off the trail, and I want to put the camera facing down the trail. So I want it on that tree. So I'm just going to clean up a few branches off that tree so it could strap around there. A lot of guys will put the camera on, say, a tree like this, and the trail is right here. That's, if a deer's running by there, it's going to be a blur, and I don't know, you're not going to get a good sense of actual direction. And if you face the camera down the trail, you might get a couple shots, and you'll for sure get a good bearing on the direction of travel. So, all right, I'm going to clean this tree up a little bit, and then we'll hang the camera, and then that's pretty much it. All right, that looks clean enough. I can make this work. These are just straps that go around the tree, and then it just keeps the camera suspended there by tension. This is a SpyPoint Micro LTE. This links directly to my cell phone, or your cell phone if you get one of these. Absolutely amazing camera. They have a solar powered option too, but this is really thick bush. There's not a lot of sunlight in here, so that's in here. You got to go double A's. So again, I'm going to set this up facing basically where the camera is. That's facing down the trail, so I got a pretty good opening. I got 25 yards of clear space looking down the trail, so this should pick up almost anything using this little intersection here. This looks really low, by the way. This is on a pretty decent hill, so when I'm 2 feet off the ground here, that trail is actually more like 6 feet lower, so that's why this looks so low in this tree. It's on. Let's back up, antenna up. Before I leave, or before you guys leave if you're doing this, just make sure it is working, because it would really suck if you traveled half an hour or wherever you're going, do all this work, and your camera's not even sending pictures. So yeah, make sure you take a test picture before you leave. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and place the salt lick right here. It's kind of just off the trail in a pretty flat spot, right in between 3 intersecting trails. Yeah, that's pretty much it. One more very important comment. You usually want to do this wearing gloves. Today I opted out because I half forgot, but at the same time it's supposed to really rain soon, so I'm not overly concerned about it. The rain will really wash any scent that I left behind away within a short time frame, so it shouldn't really disturb anything. All right, a couple other things I want to comment on before we head out. So in regards to the salt lick, so we put it right there. That's all right. That's lots of room for deer to get at it. You usually want to make sure that that is on, well, you can put it there, that's fine. But to really increase the longevity of it, make sure it's on an old log or a stump, because that salt, as it gets rained on, it'll seep into whatever it's sitting on. So if it's sitting on dirt, that's fine, but deer won't get it out as much, like as it washes away into the ground. But if it's on a log, the wood will absorb it, and it'll actually, it might last up to twice as long. You'll still have deer checking out that spot and licking it and eating it long after that block is completely gone and washed away. So, but I like this spot. There was no stump there or anything. I couldn't find a big log that I could drag there. So you know what, that's fine for now. I really like this spot. We'll see what happens. And also, within reason, I cut some shooting lanes. So what does that mean? So I showed you guys before, earlier in the video, there's the tree we're gonna be putting a self-climber stand in. And I'm on the path right now. I know it's kind of hard to see, but see how clear that is? I'm standing on the path right now. Nice and clear, no obstructions between when I'm sitting there and a deer walking down this path. And I made sure there's a couple other spots as I walk, look back at the tree, and make sure there's no obstructions there. So yeah. Alright, just heading out now. Thanks for tuning in. Get any good pictures off of that? And yeah, like, follow, subscribe. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Check out our website,